Part one of how I make my square balloon backdrops. So I start by laying out all the squares on the ground so I can see the pattern that I want it to be when I put it up. And then I'm going to blow up each square, and I'm going to use my electric balloon pump just because it goes faster, but you want to make sure you don't overinflate it because they will pop. But anyway, so I go on, I air up all the balloons and I lay them in the same pattern that I laid them out originally. Then I'm going to take the tabs of two of the squares and tie them in a knot. There's not any rhyme or reason how I do this. I just keep grabbing the next square and I'm gonna tie them into a knot. And yeah, you want to do it as tight as possible just so you can't see in between like the two squares. And then I'm going to start on the second row and I'm going to just tie it into the little knots on the top row, and it's going to tie in perfectly. And then I'm going to tie the bottoms and then the sides so it's all together. And there's my first section. And then I'm just going to keep repeating that same process, and I'm going to tie all the tabs together. I make like 2 rows like at a time so it's easy to transport to the venue. And so I just tie those all together, and then I added one more row because I think it needs to be a little bigger once I get there. Then I'm going to take a Sharpie and write numbers on the back of each section so I know how to tie them together when I get to the venue, and come back for part 2.